I was born in California, into a family where ideas were currency. My parents were both law professors at Stanford, so our dinner table wasn't just for eating. It was a courtroom, a debate stage, a place where logic and theory were the main course. From a young age, I was taught to question everything, to deconstruct arguments, to see the world not as a series of random events, but as a system of interconnected parts. Math was my language. I saw patterns everywhere. I found my talent early on: numbers. Not just arithmetic, but the elegant dance of probability, the cold calculation of expected value, the art of decision-making under uncertainty. It felt less like a skill and more like a superpower. It was a lens that brought a chaotic world into sharp focus. This led me to study physics at MIT. It wasn't because I dreamed of being a scientist in a lab coat. It was because physics is the ultimate instruction manual for how to think. It teaches you to start from first principles, to build complex models from simple rules, to understand cause and effect on a fundamental level. After graduation, I stepped into the world of high-frequency trading at Jane Street Capital. This wasn't your typical office job. It was a digital arena where milliseconds could mean millions. Logic was king. Emotion was a liability. It was here I learned about the real-world mechanics of markets, the subtle art of arbitrage, the critical importance of liquidity. Most importantly, I learned a crucial lesson about human nature. Most people don't truly understand risk. They talk about it, they model it, but they don't feel its weight until it's already crushing them. I thrived in that environment, but a part of me felt a growing disconnect. The intellectual puzzle was thrilling, but I started craving something more. I wanted impact. Then, crypto appeared on my radar. It was the Wild West. New, strange, and completely uncharted territory. Too many, it was just internet magic money, a bubble waiting to pop. But to me, it was a universe of possibility. It was a global financial system being built from scratch, full of inefficiencies, full of gaps. My mind, trained to spot patterns and systems, went into overdrive. I saw price differences between exchanges, the same digital coin trading for different prices in different parts of the world. It was a classic arbitrage opportunity, but on a global, digital scale. This was the spark. I saw a chance to build automated systems that could move capital faster, more efficiently than anyone else. So, I started Alameda Research. We were a quantitative trading firm, diving headfirst into the turbulent waters of the crypto market. Our goal was simple: exploit the market's inefficiencies. And for a while, it worked incredibly well. We were making money, but I still felt we were playing on someone else's field. The real power, the real innovation, was in building the field itself. That's when the idea for FTX was born. In 2019, along with my co-founder, we launched a new cryptocurrency exchange. Our vision was to build a platform for traders by traders. We wanted it to be faster, more intuitive, and more powerful than anything else out there. And it grew. It grew faster than we could have ever imagined. It felt like we had caught lightning in a bottle. Within a few short years, we had millions of customers from all over the globe. Billions of dollars in trading volume were flowing through our platform every single day. FTX became a global brand. The public saw the meteoric rise. They saw the headlines proclaiming us as the future of finance. They saw the celebrity partnerships, the Super Bowl ads, the name of our company emblazoned on a major sports stadium. We were everywhere. The attention was intoxicating. I was on magazine covers, speaking at conferences, being hailed as a visionary, a prodigy who was rewriting the rules of money. But behind the polished exterior, behind the scenes of this incredible growth story, the pressure was building to an unbearable degree. The crypto world is a 24/7 beast, and we were at its epicenter. We were grappling with immense regulatory complexity, trying to navigate a patchwork of laws that were never designed for this new technology. The market's inherent volatility was a constant threat. One bad day could wipe out fortunes. Risk was everywhere, and as we grew, our exposure grew with it. The lines began to blur. The systems we built to manage risk were being stretched to their absolute limits, and then beyond. Then, in November 2022, the music stopped. The entire structure, which had seemed so invincible just weeks before, began to unravel with terrifying speed. A crisis of confidence led to a bank run. Customers rushed to withdraw their funds, but the money wasn't all there. The intricate web of trades, loans, and assets connecting FTX and Alameda Research collapsed. The global markets shook. It was a catastrophe. Faced with a complete meltdown, I resigned as CEO. What followed was a storm of legal proceedings. I found myself at the center of investigations by U.S. authorities, facing a battery of serious charges. My life, once defined by probability and code, was now defined by indictments and court dates. In the fall of 2023, after a trial that was watched around the world, a jury in federal court found me guilty. Throughout this entire process, I have maintained that I never intended to cause harm, that my actions were not driven by malice, but the jury saw the evidence and the consequences, and they reached a different conclusion. My story is far from over, but it has already become a cautionary tale for a generation. It's a powerful reminder that innovation without structure is just another word for chaos. Growth without discipline is not just risky, it's a recipe for disaster. And in the interconnected world of finance, especially in a nascent industry like crypto, the decisions made by one person can create ripples that turn into tidal waves, affecting millions of lives far beyond the screen where the trade was made. This is Sam, and this is the story of the rise and the fall of a crypto prodigy. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more deep dives into the events that shape our world.